A meteor crashes on Earth, and it is actually revealed to be an alien plant that is altering the atmosphere of the planet and killing people, but only to bring them back to life later. A small-town family is getting ready to have dinner when a massive explosion takes place outside their house and knocks them out. They regain consciousness and find that something has crash-landed right outside their house. They begin to have breathing difficulties and start spewing up blood one by one. They all die. Next, we see the room of Lauren Stone. She is a Nobel Prize-winning exobiologist who has written many books about life on other planets in the universe. She has been criticized for this by NASA. She struggles with alcoholism and depression. Lauren finds out about the explosion in the small town through the news. The entire population of the town has died from exposure to some kind of toxic gas in the air. Soldiers arrive and tell Lauren that her presence is demanded at the town where the explosion has occurred. Lauren agrees to go with them. Upon arrival, Lauren and another scientist named David are greeted by Colonel Emmerich, who informs them that the explosion and the toxic gas in the air both have been caused by a meteorite. He reveals that the meteorite is no longer there because it has been absorbed by the ground, which is very odd. He wants them both to observe the area and give him any information they can find. Emmerich tells Lauren that he called her in because he knows her reputation. He knows that if there is anything extraterrestrial going on, she will figure it out. David and Lauren arrive at the site of the meteorite crash, and while David finds nothing, Lauren notices that a tiny red plant is growing out of the crater, and she is fascinated by it. Lauren comes home and does a dark web search on the entire matter. She finds out that exactly this sort of thing has happened before in Russia, where a meteorite crashed and an entire town died from exposure to toxic gases. She finds out that some kind of tree grew at the site of the crash and the Russians destroyed it. Two doctors get ready to perform an autopsy on the father of the family that died from the toxic air earlier. They notice that his skin is looking very normal for a dead body, and there is no stiffness that is normally present in the dead. They make an incision, and a strange, shiny black and blue liquid comes out, which is sucked back in just as quickly. Suddenly, he gets up and sits straight. One of the doctors decides he's seen enough and leaves while the other tries to talk to the man. He does not respond in any way and stays completely still with his head bent down. The doctor checks the man's pulse and finds that there is none. His body is ice cold. Lauren and all the other scientists who are observing are baffled by this. Suddenly, phones start ringing in everyone's pocket, and the cause is revealed to be the fact that several dead people from the town have come back to life in the same fashion. The media is caught in a frenzy over this event, and important people from all fields and branches of government start arriving. Doctors work on trying to get a reaction out of the dead who have risen by showing them pictures of their families and their homes, but to no avail. One government official asks why only 49 people have risen from the dead when over 1,300 people died in the town. A scientist says that only the people who were in close proximity to the meteorite crash site have risen from the dead. He says that in addition to the toxic air, they also ingested particles of the meteorite that now seem to be altering their internal organs. He explains that this is the formation of a new life form inside the bodies of the dead. Just then, the dead woman moves, and the scientist says that this has been happening a lot. He reveals that all the risen dead seem to be facing a particular direction. Lauren discusses with Emmerich that all this has happened before in Russia, but since her research is based on information from the internet, he does not take her very seriously. A meeting is held at the White House to update the president. It is revealed that the dead who have risen do not have heartbeat, respiration, or brain functionality. Analyses of their organs and tissues have shown elements and compounds that are not recognized on Earth. It is also revealed that the very DNA of the dead has been resequenced into something else, meaning they are changing into a different life form on a basic level. The scientists believe that the new DNA is that of an alien life form. A general from the military says they should incinerate the dead and be done with it. Lauren once again brings up her theory that the Russians are hiding a similar event. Nobody believes her. However, the president does not allow the incineration of the dead just yet and tells the scientists to learn more. Lauren buys some liquor and gets intoxicated in her car. She has a flashback of her dad taking her to a secret location and telling her to keep it a secret from everyone, even her mom. It seems very fishy. She takes an antidepressant afterward. Efforts continue to get a reaction out of the risen dead people, but to no avail. Lauren is very frustrated by this. She is desperate for some kind of response. She arrives in the room where all the dead people are kept and talks to one little girl. She gives the girl a book called A Galaxy Far Beyond, which was Lauren's favorite book as a kid. Lauren tells the girl that her mom died when she was 10, and she did not cry, which was not normal. Lauren's phone rings and she takes it out. Her wallpaper is a picture of the red plant at the meteorite crash site. Suddenly, the little girl grabs Lauren's arm. Lauren calls Emmerich and tells him that the girl reacted to the picture of the plant. Emmerich is mad at Lauren because she had not reported the plant to him before. Meanwhile, David figures out that all the dead who have risen are facing in the direction of the meteorite crash site where the plant is. He equates it with Muslims facing Mecca when they pray because it's holy to them. News breaks out that a humongous tree-like structure has grown at the crash site and that it has grown to this size in a matter of just 2 days. The tree is altering the atmosphere around it and making it toxic for humans. Lauren convinces Emmerich to take one of the dead people to the tree because she is certain they will respond in some way. They place a dead guy in front of the tree and for a while nothing happens. Suddenly he takes a breath and opens his eyes, which have changed pigment. He gets up and examines his own body as if seeing it for the first time. He says that he has to stay here because he will not survive the regular Earth environment. He is an alien. Lauren holds a press conference in which she reveals that just like plants on Earth produce oxygen for humans, the tree is life-giving for the alien race. Reporters ask how aliens could get to Earth, and Lauren reveals that there have been reports of wormholes close to their solar system. Back at home, Lauren gets a message from her therapist who says that she wants to discuss Lauren's dreams where she sees herself flying. Just then, Lauren's dad arrives to see her. The interaction between the two is very awkward. Lauren deliberately stands at a distance from him. Lauren's dad recalls that when she was a little girl, she wanted a science lab as a birthday gift, and he let her use an old shed. He recalls that Lauren's mom had gotten worried about Lauren's obsession with science, space, and inventions. He tries to get close to Lauren, and she does not reciprocate. He leaves. Lauren is called in by the military because the alien is refusing to talk to anyone but her. Lauren sits down with the alien and asks him why he's come. The alien reveals that his home planet had become uninhabitable for his species, so they had to look for a new planet. He reveals that the coordinates to Earth were given to them by a human that identified themselves as Supernova 94. They searched for the aliens, contacted them, and told them everything about Earth and humans. The alien says that he knows everything about humans from their strengths to their weaknesses. Just then, David arrives to take a sample from the tree, and this angers the alien. He asks Lauren to tell them to stop, but Lauren says she cannot do that, and that the military will soon destroy the tree. The alien says that his species is hostile and they will fight humans. He says they have abilities that humans do not. Just then, he starts controlling David's mind. He makes David remove his hazmat suit and remove the masks of other soldiers. Some of the soldiers arrive to shoot the alien, but he feeds a loud, piercing sound into their brains, which drives them insane. The soldiers lose control and start killing one another and themselves. Next, the military launches attacks against the tree and the alien, but all of them fail because there is some kind of shield around the tree. Strange reports start coming in from all around the globe. People report hearing sounds that are either coming from the sky, the forest, or from the ground. Vibrations are felt from the ground all across the globe. Strange gas clouds emerge, killing thousands, and vegetation starts rotting all over the world. Lauren packs her bag and sets out toward the town where the meteorite crashed. She stops by at her childhood home first, where her dad is sitting on the bed all alone. She does not see him and just stops by her shed lab. Lauren thinks to herself that it is strange that even though the world is coming to an end, she is getting a strange sense of freedom. Lauren arrives at the tree and notices that it looks different. The alien reveals that it is going through a process. Lauren feels vibrations under the surface and hears sounds as well. The alien reveals that it is life growing. The alien reveals that Lauren is the one who has made all of this possible. He tells her that she was involved in an incident that she does not remember. He holds her hand, and Lauren's memories start playing. A little Lauren is traveling to a place that her dad tells her to keep secret. It is revealed that Lauren's dad was a senator who worked at Area 51 on top-secret projects related to extraterrestrial life. In the memory, her dad has been called in to be informed about an alien that was caught and killed. Lauren is told to stay outside by her dad, but she secretly follows him inside. Her dad is informed that the alien was highly intelligent and was trying to plant something. It is also revealed that the alien had the ability to fly. Lauren wanders into the room where the body of the alien is kept and touches the alien's pod. The alien raises its hand and some process takes place that transfers the alien's consciousness into Lauren. After returning home, Lauren seems to have remarkable scientific prowess, and she goes around telling her school teachers that she is an alien trying to get home. She becomes isolated and spends hours inside her shed working on scientific inventions. She creates a high-tech radio and sends messages into space with the name Supernova 94, which she gets from her calendar. When her mom sees that she has been speaking to people on the radio, she bans Lauren from the shed, which enrages Lauren. Lauren draws wings everywhere on the walls, and her mom scolds her for it. Lauren tells her she will die a painful death. Lauren kills her mom. A doctor reveals to Lauren's dad that she is only half human and her DNA is partly of some other unknown species. This is why Lauren spent her whole life looking into space and trying to find life on other planets. In the present, the alien removes Lauren's helmet and she finds that she can breathe the toxic air. She cries as she realizes her true identity and the cause of all her mental anguish. Back at home, Lauren's dad cries because he knows the truth. Next, strange egg-shaped objects appear around the globe, and it is revealed that they are connected to the main tree via roots that spread globally. The eggs release smoke that destroys the atmosphere for humans and turns it into one that is good for the aliens. The planet transforms, humans around the globe die, and Lauren finally grows her wings. The end. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like our channel and subscribe if you enjoy content like this. Also, let us know what movie you would love us to recap for you.